this evening. We are back. We are back. You are currently tuned in to Twice Talk with my co-host Oak. How you doing today, Oak?
I'm good. I'm good.
Lovely, lovely. You're listening to uh, KUNV 91.5, the broadcast service at UNLV. Oh man, we're greatly appreciated to be back. Greatly appreciated. Uh, Let me go ahead and get some tunes on, man. We're going to have some fun in here today. We got a couple topics that we're going to talk about that I want to reach out about. And we just got a lot of issues and a lot of things that we need to shed some light to.
Well, we're not going to call them issues.
Well,
Just some
what would you
topics
call
to
them?
talk about.
What would you call them then?
I don't like to use the word issues. That
What's-
feels like we're like diagnosing people, and I
Yeah,
want to stay away from that as much as possible.
we might need to diagnose some people. For real, for real. For real, we need to diagnose some real issues. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you, Miss Oak, with that word, but I may say it a couple times today. So you just gonna have to whoop me a little later.
Alright,
That's cool.
issues. Okay, you can say
So-
issues for sure.
Oh, okay, good, that's cool. So Oak, man. So what's up? What's up with this? What's up with this current event that you wanted to bring up, man, today? If you could take the floor, that'd be love, because I think you best at it anyway.
Um, so I was just recently trolling social media. I was trolling the Shade Room. That's one of my favorite pages. And
Yeah.
they had Alicia Keys on there for doing her like no makeup movement. So I think a lot of people have been seeing her showing up to award shows.
How do you feel about women wearing no makeup?
I love a bare face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love bare faces. I rock them every now and again.
You should rock them a little more often. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you, me personally.
Okay, hold on. See,
Okay.
men will say that. Men will say you should rock a bare face and all that good stuff. But when you're out in public, yeah, they're looking at the girl who has the makeup on fleek, eyebrows on fleek, lipstick, highlight popping, all that. So don't be like, oh, rock a bare face. You don't really feel that way.
Well, that's because you looking at the dudes that like going to McDonald's. I like me a steak. I want some filet mignon around here. I need my
definitely
medium,
don't.
a nice little pink on the inside. Yeah, and especially when you wear makeup, it gets all over the place, and then it's just not good. You know why they call it makeup?
No, why they call it makeup?
Because you got to make up for the ugly. That's why.
You do.
Yeah.
You do got
Everybody
makeup
got
for
some
the
ugly, but that's why I don't like it. I want flaws and all. That's how shit. What's up with that? Why we can't have the flaws shown? Everybody know we all got them.
I am all for the bare face, like I said. But everybody can't rock a bare face. Some people have dark circles around their eyes.
Well, it shouldn't got punched.
Well, that's probably from being tired, from working hard.
Oh, yeah. So the clock punched them.
Okay, cool. But no, for real, we live in a society that's based off of lookism. Like, if you don't look good, then you must be unhealthy. If you don't look good, then you probably don't care about yourself. If you don't look good, you might not get the job. So, like, it's realistic to go barefaced, but it's kind of unrealistic for some people.
So, what do you think Alicia Keys is trying to promote? Like, what is she trying to get after? What's the goal?
Her goal, her
Or the
whole
message?
thing was to I guess, push herself out of her comfort zone. Because she lives in the limelight and people are constantly seeing her, want to take pictures, and she felt under pressure to look a certain way. So she went barefaced in public just to push, her comfort zone, make herself feel a little bit more uncomfortable, and to accept her natural beauty. So I'm all
Keys fine. I
See,
don't know
exactly.
why.
You're beautiful. You can do that.
She
You
can,
you
for
can
sure.
take off makeup.
Oh, she's so
But
fine.
what you gonna tell, someone else down the street that is not so cute without
We're gonna
makeup?
tell you love the skin you in.
Yeah, but people
Yeah.
want to be accepted. People want to be accepted by society.
Of course. The thing about society, though, society is going to point you into the direction of mediocrity.
Agreed.
It's going to point you into the direction of being just like everybody else. Wake up all the same time. Everybody brush their teeth. Assembly line kind of workers. And that's what society kind of funnels you into. And for you to take that step outside of society, and you're trying to like really make that difference, trying to be different. Man, I salute it. I salute it.
I do too.
I really want more women not to wear makeup at all, ever. For real.
And spoiler alert, Alicia Keys still wears a little bit of makeup. I'm not trying to throw no shade or anything.
No, that sounds like a little hater move right there.
She is still wearing makeup. She's just not painting her face.
Yeah.
So I get the movement. I'm for it. I like that movement and all that. You know, we have enough of society telling us what feminine is and telling us what it is to be beautiful. And I respect her challenging it. But she's still wearing a little bit of makeup.
And she's doing us a favor, too, us fellas. Because I don't know how many times us fellas then laid and waited patiently for our girl to get ready when she's sitting there doing makeup. Hours and hours and hours again. I waited on a girl one time for 3 hours, and then I went into the bathroom. Guess she's doing? Dancing with her makeup on.
Oh, you gotta get a little lit look back at it.
No, we had places to be. Pronto.
Putting on makeup is therapeutic sometimes.
Therapeutic.
You know, yeah, it can be. Look, listen to me.
So would you rather? Would you rather have a massage or some makeup?
I'm about to tell you right now. Let me get to it. You might sit in front of the mirror, you throw some makeup on, put some music on, drink a little bit of wine, you know me, and you just start to feel a little bit good. I don't see anything wrong with that. But if you feel like you need to wear makeup everywhere you go, then I can understand where it can be a little bit obsessive.
What about the girls that wear makeup to the gym? How you feel about them?
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah?
Ridiculous. What is this, Basketball Wives?
What is this, Basketball? Might be a sitcom they trying to do.
It's retarded, but you know, to each his own.
So you wear makeup to the gym?
Never.
Never.
If you see me at the gym, child.
Do you get it in at the gym? Do you even work hard? I don't know.
I work hard in the gym.
Have you ever sweated in your life?
I'm not gonna say I live to sweat. I was gonna say I live to sweat, but I'm definitely going to the gym to sweat.
Okay, good. Because I got a motto: if it don't hurt, we ain't work.
If it don't hurt,
we ain't work.
We ain't working.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the gym.
I can do that. For
sure. So, what would you say Alicia Keys' next move should be? If she wanted this movement to continue, or if she wanted more people to come about, or a larger movement, more makeup. People to continue wearing makeup. And is she making a protest towards any of the makeup lines? Did one of those lines?
No, and honestly, I don't think she should protest makeup. I don't think that's what it's about. I think it's just about liberating women out of this like mentality of to be feminine, to be beautiful is to put on a pound of makeup. I think that's what her true goal is.
Yeah.
And I think she should just see it all the way through. See it all the way through.
Man, I hope she does. I hope she does, because that right there is one for the ages. We're taking it back. Taking it back. And good things and trends don't do nothing but recycle. And if we continue to move along these trends, we might be onto something. And that's how you catch waves, though.
Right.
I'm not riding in a wave, I'm providing the wave.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my bad. You know, sometimes bad come out with it.
But I like what Alicia Keys is doing, and she's getting a lot of backlash for it. Yeah. Sadly.
Of course.
Because, you know, when people do things that's against the normal.
Sound like you was hating.
I was keeping it real, okay? I'm keeping it funky.
He's keeping it funky?
Yes.
Okay.
She was putting on makeup for the last award show. It's very nude, faint makeup. It's all good. Hey, Keys, we still love you.
Yeah, still love.
For sure.
See, I really hope, ladies, I really hope you guys are listening, because us guys, we don't like all that makeup.
Lies.
Come on, man. Name a guy that likes makeup.
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Put it like this. If a woman's wearing makeup, a guy really doesn't want to get close to her. He just wants to, just watch her. Like, almost like a movie.
No.
Oh, no?
If we all go out somewhere and there's a girl that looks natural hair, no makeup, I can hear men already. Oh, look at her. Who is she? Erykah Badu? She's going to get ridiculed.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yes.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, see, That's why I would come around and I'm gonna go ahead and toot her own horn about 1,700 times.
Yeah, to her horn and keep it pushing on to the next woman that has a full face of makeup. I like it, sister. You look good. But let me go holler at...
Let me go holler at the Barbie.
Exactly.
No, we don't like Barbies, man. We like Pocahontas.
Exactly.
We like Pocahontas and Jasmine out here. That's who we like.
Yeah, y'all do. Okay. And it's all good.
It is? It's cool?
It's cool.
Okay.
Just keep it real.
I kind of like Barbies, too. I don't know.
I like there them. It is. Exactly. Thank you.
Hey, don't tell nobody that. Don't tell them.
Men like it when women get dolled up. And that's cool. That's cool. But just don't tell us that that's what it is to be beautiful. Or, think whatever you want to think. I'm barefaced all the time on social media. Beauty?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is a hard one. Okay. Beauty to me is more of like an essence. It's not how you
can
look.
Smell it on somebody?
Okay, yeah, we can say that.
Oh, okay.
But it's more of like a presence that someone has. They carry themselves a certain way. They believe in themselves, and it's being graceful. Yeah. Knowing when to say something, knowing when not to say anything. Having tact.
Having tact. Those are two words that I really love: grace and tact.
Yeah.
Oh man, actually.
Two things I gotta work on. No,
we all do. We all do. I came up with this quote. I was arguing with one of my buddies. Matter of fact, I was arguing with Perk, and
oh Lord.
Yeah, you know
Shout out to Perk.
You know how that goes. And we were going back and forth. We went through a drive-through, came out. He's like, "Oh, we could have did this and this and this." I said, "Bro, you can't expect gratitude if you don't handle situations with grace."
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't catch it at first.
Explain it to me. What you mean by that?
You can't expect gratitude if you don't handle situations with grace. Like if I'm sitting there, I give you a burger or I give you something to eat, but I just throw it at you.
Oh,
or
okay,
if I slide it around, if I didn't really want to give it to you,
why would I be thankful for it?
Right.
Okay.
So and you really can't expect the gratitude. You don't handle situations with grace.
Just remaining graceful.
You got to. So I had something I wanted to speak to you about. I had about this meme.
Oh Lord, memes.
Yeah.
Instagram memes.
It's a little popular one. So I put it on my gram, by the way. It said, matter of fact, let me go ahead and just read it for you. Real player. Because he was smooth. He was smooth.
Instagram memes have become so controversial. But I love them. They're so funny.
Sometimes I make my own. I be writing my own. But it says, you don't build a business. You build people, and then you build a business.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
You don't build a business. You build people.
You build people.
And then you build a business.
And then you build the business.
I think that speaks to like leadership, right? A true leader is gonna build up more leaders. And in order to build a business, you're not gonna run a business by yourself.
No.
That's a myth. The myth of the CEO that does everything by themselves, that's so fake, and I hate that narrative.
So
but anyways.
Do you believe in the 80-20 rule?
80-20?
Yeah.
80% what?
20% of the 20-80 rule, excuse me. 20% of the people do 80% of the work.
Oh, I mean, I've worked at casinos and seen that.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
It is.
But at one point in time, those people were doing a lot of work in order to get to that 20-80.
Yeah.
So,
maybe.
Can't take their hard work away either.
I see business like this. First, a lot of people look at business and they say that business runs the world. And business does run the world.
Okay.
And pretty much the money.
Okay.
Pretty much money runs the world. So.
Capitalism runs the world. It scams me every day.
Well, who runs businesses?
People.
So you have to get the people ready. And once you get the people ready, the business can be ready. And the world that we living in today is transitioning into a service industry. Everyone,
wait, hold on. Say that again. You said the world we live in today is transferring into a service industry.
America's becoming a service industry.
Okay.
There's really no manufacturing jobs like that. They're all starting to
outsource.
Yes. So what America
you have
in America, you have to have a service. You have to have a product, or you have to have a service.
Mm-hmm.
And a service depends upon your customer service, your people skills. Mm-hmm. So if you don't know how to handle people, your business is going to be largely affected just by that alone.
And I think people forget that that's key. Like, the key thing is, building relationships with people, keeping a healthy relationship with your employees, and just maintaining that, that cohesion within your company. So, okay.
That cohesion.
Cohesion.
Yeah, you got to say that with a little, but that cohesion. You say it like that, they gonna get they might get a little chill down their spine. It's like, oh yeah, we over here, real cohesive.
It's funny that you say that to build a good business, you have to build good people. That's why they just started this like whole new wave of running businesses where they build a culture for businesses.
Yeah.
So they build like this, what is it, like inside jokes or inside little slogans that only people would know if they work in the business.
Yeah, that builds that camaraderie. That builds like
exactly.
What it does is when to build relationships with somebody,
mm-hmm.
you have to almost be vulnerable to them or have a sense of an experience that you guys share together.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have an experience you guys share together, even if you are vulnerable or not, that creates a bond.
Right.
And within that bond that you create, you're willing to do more and go beyond of the means that are necessary for that person.
Okay.
Or for that company. And if two people have the same goal and they
mm-hmm.
already have a bond, they're already going to head towards that goal a little bit more promptly, with a little more enthusiasm,
right.
with a better sense of direction. So there's so many things that go on to building people, building brands, building
mm-hmm.
a business, and within building those bonds, oh yeah, that's exactly where you start, bonds with people.
So I have a question. Now when you say building bonds and building businesses, I feel like that's really speaking about leadership.
Oh yes.
So besides the fact that being a good leader is breeding more leaders, what else do you think it takes for somebody to be like a true leader, to lead people? Because everybody wants to be a leader these days. No one wants to be a follower. It's just uncool to be a follower, which I think is untrue. But what do you think? What do you think about the whole leadership thing? What do you think it takes to be a good one?
I'm gonna tell you right in a moment. A leader, true leaders serve first.
Okay.
So a leader's not just going to tell you what to do. A leader's going to show you how to do it.
Exactly.
And there's a difference between a leader and a manager.
Right.
A manager.
A manager. No, I hear you. Keep going.
A manager is somebody that tells you what to do, when to do, how to do it, where to do it.
Okay.
A leader is going to tell you what to do, or actually what their goal is. They're trying to recreate themselves in that area within another person.
Okay.
Because they won't have to focus or worry about them anymore. They can almost put them on autopilot.
Right.
A manager, when somebody is watching every element of what you're doing, they can't manage themselves. So people that are in manager positions don't have any time for themselves, and they have to focus on everybody else.
Right.
And that's not effective.
Right, that's like babysitting.
That is babysitting. Like, we grown. We grown. We don't need no babysitter.
No supervision
And
needed.
there's so many qualities that a leader has. It's unbearable, unbearable to speak about. I don't even want to go into it because I got notes and notes and pages of stuff on leadership. We will have this conversation another day, though. But
Okay.
the first thing about a leader is that they serve first.
Right. They
Mm-hmm.
serve other people.
And the Marines, actually, the leaders, they eat last. They make sure that everybody that they are affiliated with is fed.
You want to know what's funny when you said that they eat last? That makes me think of my mom. She made sure everybody ate first, and she had the last plate every single night. That was her thing.
Because you know what? What was she doing? Serving everybody else.
Exactly. Shout out to my mama.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But I see myself doing the same thing when I host dinner parties at my home. I serve everybody first and eat last.
Oh, you're a good host. You know how to lead.
Yeah, you know, I do my cooking, I do my little thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do my little thing.
I almost popped your collar over there. You said it like you really
turn
know.
Up.
Okay.
No, but serving is, I like that though.
Yeah.
A true leader serves. That's something like what Martin Luther King would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he was an
served.
avid servant.
He served. Yes.
Public servant. People don't understand that. You are a servant when you're leading people because you have to listen to people.
Yes.
You have to give them what they need. You have to help them. So being a leader is being a servant.
Yes, and
That's
that
dope.
word "listen," there is a lot within that word.
Active listening.
Active listening, and listening isn't just hearing what they said, but understanding the message that they're intending to put out.
Exactly.
Because so many of us listen to the things that we want to hear. Listen to the things that when someone says, if they may not even get the message out that they wanted to get out properly.
Mm-hmm.
But we're always looking on the defensive side instead of trying to really understand what they wanted to get out of the message. Because a lot of people don't have the vocational skills to get their feelings or the way that they think or their concepts of an idea of a message out of their in words. So
I think that sometimes when I listen to people, I try to understand what they're saying, and I also try to understand why they're saying it. And I mean, sometimes it backfires on me.
No, that's exactly how you're supposed to do it.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Man,
you know?
that's exactly. You want to know their motivation behind their question or their statements because everyone has a motivation.
Exactly.
And a lot of times, see, me personally, I'm a weird individual.
That you are.
yes. I will sit there and tell somebody I'll be starving, hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asks me if I need something to eat, if I want to eat, and I'll tell them no. Or I'll say something else. But the message that I'm putting out doesn't say I'm hungry, but I'm really saying I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's pride.
Yeah,
Think
probably.
Pride.
Most likely. It's pride.
Think I'm being retarded. I don't know, but who just like? But I gotta eat now. I be eating. I'm low key shameless now. I be trying to eat
Are you
everything.
eating?
No man.
Everybody gotta eat, man.
I'm talking about both chopsticks in both hands. Yeah, we get it down. We get it down, all the way down.
So, being a leader is being a servant.
Yes.
I think that's that's a meme. That's the next meme that you're gonna put out.
That's what we should, for sure.
Yeah. Throw that out there.
Oh, okay.
Let people tackle that.
You know, I'll get 3 likes. You know, it's cool. You know,
no one likes intelligent stuff.
You know, I'm hot out there in the streets.
No one likes intelligent stuff anymore.
I'm hot in the streets with 3 likes.
Exactly.
And anybody that like it, best believe you can see your name on it, so you're going to get the recognition. Everybody going to know, yeah.
That's hilarious. So with that being said, what the hell,
tell me something good.
Don't mock me.
You know,
Don't mock
I like mocking intellectuals.
Don't mock me.
I like mocking intellectuals.
First and foremost, I'm not gonna say I'm this like intellectual.
Oh,
I just don't know how that sounds anymore. I don't.
Oh, so what would you classify yourself as?
Firstly, you know, I don't like to classify myself as anything. I'm not a polarized thinker. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm this, because we're, you know, yeah, with the fist pump. I feel like we're constantly changing, and that's okay. We're evolving. We're changing. You know, we're building ourselves into a better person. So a lot of thought processes are going to change.
Yeah.
But what would I if I had to classify myself?
Yeah.
I hate to say educated.
Educated.
But I guess so. I'm gonna say that I'm in. No, that's gonna sound dumb.
No, you had it. You had it.
I'm in motion. Put
In
it
motion?
that way. I'm in motion. I'm living my life in motion.
Just live your life. Hey.
Oh,
Oh, my bad.
I'm
My
in motion.
bad.
But
I
you
got
know,
caught in the moment.
you're so silly. I think that people don't like intellectual people. People don't like educated people anymore.
Well, people don't like people to change. That's for one.
Okay.
Because
Sure.
what someone mentioned to me, they said, because if you're to change, you won't make sense in my world, or in my life, or in how I met you.
If
So,
you change.
If you were to change,
Mm-hmm.
per se, you wouldn't, and I didn't understand, you wouldn't make sense. So people don't like change, and you wouldn't make sense to me.
Right.
So
People will say all the time they don't like change, but it's just the anticipation that they don't like. I think people love change. People love it. It's just not knowing, that small little threshold that they have to cross. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
But I think people do like change. Absolutely.
they change their drawers. That's about it. Or maybe not even that. Maybe a couple days. People don't like change. I changed a little bit.
Do people like change?
No.
I think people do.
That's why people go to restaurants, order the same thing.
People don't like to think. That's what it is. It's not. That has something to do with thinking.
Changing has to do with a thought process.
No, for sure. But you're saying that people go to restaurants and order the same. They don't want to think about looking through this menu and figuring out what they want to eat. People don't like to do that. They rather not think. They like things to be made simple and easy. But
Right.
once things change, they like it. That's what I think.
I don't know, player. I don't know, player, because I done seen some people that
Do you like change?
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
What do you mean you seen people that don't
But
like
I'm
change?
one of one, so I can't speak
Oh
for
yeah,
everybody.
you're different.
Oh yeah,
You're
original.
special. Okay, cool.
Yeah, original. You might as well put a G behind it, because if you make it to C25, baby, you an OG. Hey, you know where I come from, baby. You know.
Really. People like change. They don't know that they like change.
Sometimes they do, but we gonna figure it out, and hopefully business gonna change. Because when business change, we gonna start taking over. All right.
I keep feeling like the music is loud.
Oh, my bad. I had a brain fart. Sometimes when you smell yourself, you forget about yourself. And I'm not saying I stink, I'm saying I smell so good I lost my train of thought. But we ain't talking about me right now. We talking about what's going on and what we need to correct. And a problem that we need to talk to. I was going to say issue, but guess what?
Yeah, no issues today.
We don't got no issues. We do got some issues. We got issues like a magazine editor.
Yeah, we don't have any issues over here. We're not diagnosing people or anything like that. But this is your girl, Oak. Just make sure you don't call me Oak when you see me. I really like to go by Nyoka or Nye, even though all of my personal friends like to call me Oak in front of everyone.
Oh, we like that.
I'm gonna wring their necks.
We like that. Man, 'cause Oak is sturdy, stable, a solid foundation.
Everyone loves it.
You can't go wrong with it. It's everywhere.
I know. Yes.
Oak is everywhere.
Anyways, we left off saying that people don't like to think about what they want to eat. He said people like to go to restaurants and order the same thing over and over. And I really think that has nothing to do with change.
No.
Nothing at all.
So
Nothing at all.
no, I don't.
I don't. But I think it has a lot to do with people not wanting to think. I think that people don't like to think critically anymore. People like people to figure things out for them, and that's where the problem lies.
You're actually right. Yeah, people do like everything handed to them. They don't like to work for it. I already know this. I don't even like to work hard. I really don't. I really don't at all.
Anyways, I feel like that develops the concept of people being like hostile towards people that are intellectual.
So tell me this word you keep bringing up, anti-intellectualism. What is that? What can we talk about that a little bit? Like,
yeah, we can talk about
like
that.
every time I say that word, like my face start hurting. Like,
like
face. Yeah, like who says
so
that?
Silly. Anti-intellectualism is like it's when people have a hostility and mistrust for people that believe in intellectualism, that believe in learning, that believe in education, things like that. They don't trust it. Which there's a good argument why maybe they shouldn't, because they feel like people go to school to well with the education system now. Let me be clear, because now we're teaching people just to become workers. We're not teaching people to think critically anymore.
Correct.
But we should be teaching people to think critically. And people don't like when people think critically, and that's when the whole anti-intellectualism comes to play.
So is that like basically somebody that opposes intellectual thoughts or anything that has to do with thinking, I should say?
Not necessarily people that have to do with thinking. It's more like, let me see. It's like people don't believe in education, philosophy, literature, art. They don't believe in those things. They believe that people should worry about real issues, which is eating, surviving, being safe.
Those are real issues.
They are real issues.
Really real.
They are. And they feel like thinking philosophically and being educated doesn't help anyone but you. That doesn't help anyone else.
So how many people would you say are anti-intellectuals?
How many? Oh, a lot of people are.
So out of 10 people, how many people
10.
would you say?
I'm not giving out numbers. I'm not even going to do
we
that.
need some
I
numbers.
don't need anybody
It's two
shooting my
times.
head off
It's twice
because
talk.
I'm
We
throwing out
started with
wild
numbers.
I'll just say that's why you have a lot of non-voters.
Non-voters?
That's why people are proud to be non-voters.
To be honest with you, I've never voted.
I understand it.
I'm going to vote this year, though.
But that's why people don't believe in it.
Because I'm not anti no more.
And honestly, the reason why this whole anti-intellectual movement has been like birthed and everything is because of how easy it is to access information now. Everyone thinks they're an expert.
If you're ignorant, it's your fault. It's your choice. And as a matter of fact, I wish I had a stamp that I carried with me all the day, all the time. And if you said something dumb, I just get to stamp you with just dumb or just stupid.
But here's a question: when people are ignorant, do they know that they're ignorant?
When you stink, do you know you stink? Yeah, you know you stink.
Some people don't, because they funky and walking around here. No, they don't know.
No, you have to. You gotta feel that kind of
No.
You gotta feel that kind of aroma just seeping through your pores and disturbing everybody's peace. You gotta feel that. And like when somebody give you that look, like
ignorant, they think
when
that
people walk by and hold their nose and you walk by, like
that's the same thing with stupid people. They don't know that they're stupid.
How can you not know?
Even
though
I don't think anyone's stupid.
I know some stupid people. I'm not. No, we're gonna say it. Stupid.
No.
Stupid, moronic, idiotic, all of that. I know some people like that for sure.
Oh my gosh, you can use those words. Fine. I'm gonna stay away from them.
Why not? We gotta be offensive. Yeah.
No.
Not defensive.
I'm sensitive, so I'm not gonna offend anyone.
Oh, you want some tissues? I got some tissues over here.
Oh my goodness. Bye. Anyways.
So this is how they have anti-intellectualism defined. It's a hostility toward and mistrust of intellectuals, or intellects, pursuits expressed as the direction. Oh man, excuse my reading.
Mhm.
But sometimes my eyes get to playing tricks on me.
But it's just basically people that take a detour from education, philosophy, art, literature, they stay away from it. And sometimes it can be like, like a neo-hippie wave, anything like that. People don't like education anymore. People don't like it. They don't seek it out anymore. They don't see a need for it because they can Google things, and now they're a doctor, and they can diagnose people for fibromyalgia.
What? What we tell you about curse words in here, man? Fiber.
It's a
Isn't
disease.
that what I put in my cereal?
It's a made-up disease, but we won't get into that.
Fiber.
But anyways.
Say, I know, I got to hear that one. Fiber what?
Fibromyalgia.
Myalgia.
Sound like somebody you know, huh? Did you talk to fibromyalgia
I need to call
today?
her.
We won't talk about names like that.
Why
We're
not?
not going to do that.
Fibromyalgia.
Raven got chewed out enough for that one.
Oh, no, we calling out everybody.
No,
We letting it be
not.
known on here.
No,
Just
we're
if you
not.
thought you could hide around here, then we ain't hiding.
I have a question for you.
Oh, please, please.
Do you think that our society, or not even our society, let's talk about our generation. Do you think our generation of people believe in becoming educated?
Our generation. So, when you say our generation, you would say maybe
Millennials. Anywhere,
Millennials?
someone that's born late 80s to mid 90s.
I believe people are more into trades and crafts, more so of this day and age. People want to just be good at one thing, and honestly, that's probably the best way to go about it. It only takes you to be an expert at one thing for you to be considered a genius.
My whole thing is education shouldn't be about being good at anything. It should be about being educated. It should be about learning. It should be about expanding your thought process. It should be about learning how to think critically. People want to feed their ego, and that's why they want to do one thing and master it.
So you think that's feeding your ego?
Absolutely. Because you're doing something that you're good at instead of challenging your thought process. You're not thinking critically about I'm not going to say that anyone that's good at stuff aren't thinking critically. But to say, I'm just going to learn a craft and forget about school, forget about education just because I want to be good at one thing, why would you denounce being more educated for that? Why won't you do both? Why can't you do both of them?
I would say it like this. You can be educated at the same time.
Okay.
Yet, I'm not sure if that's a pride attack on someone's ego, or someone's ego being boosted by knowing that trade. And I would honestly take it back to like the point you said of survival. They're actually trying to figure out how they can survive the best, because that's human nature. Period. Survival. We're trying to survive. We're trying to make sure that what we have continues to the next. And
why is taking up a trade that you're good at about survival?
Well, trade has to do with services. Service is what the direction America's coming in. Okay. So if we know the trade and we know we're good at it, we could be the best at it, we'll always have a demand.
Right. Okay. So it's about making money to survive, to have options.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I get that.
Sometimes people like the easy route.
And take it. If you have a chance to take it. Why not? But why not be educated? That's my whole thing. Everybody wants to be the sexy CEO. They don't want to do anything else.
Of course we want to be the CEO. I want to walk around my own parking lot, tie, all of that. Actually, I don't even want to wear no tie. I want to go walk in capris.
With it. And people think that you're supposed to go to college because when you're finished, you're going to be making a ton of money. But shouldn't you go to college just to learn? Like 60 years ago, people went to college to become more educated. They went to school for art, classical music, philosophy, education. Now people are going to school because they want to make money. And we all know that doesn't guarantee you any money anyways.
Exactly. That's why you go to school. You're like, oh yeah, I'm about to put my feet up on this desk, make $250,000 a year.
But we all know that that's not a reality either.
Why that's not reality?
Because many people get their degree and are in debt and are not making money at all, working at 7-Eleven.
Because the system is here to keep you down. Down, sister. Well, stay awake. Watch. See what's going on.
I guess so.
You want to be educated. I want to be liberated. You want to be sophisticated? I want to be dedicated.
Okay.
Oh, that was my.
Excuse him.
That was my MLK speech.
He's an actor as well. So.
Man, this ain't no act, baby. This is real life. This is life.
I think that we gotta find a way to bring value back to education.
You're right, and we gotta stop getting education that costs so much. Cause I don't have no more arms to give. I got them. They all gone.
Right, I'm paying tuition right now.
Yeah, I'm paying. I'm telling you, I almost had to give him my social. Matter of fact, I did, and my birth certificate.
He's joking.
No, they got it for real. The whole thing. The government, they looking for me. I feel like I got a shackle on me right now. I think I got a pager at the house with their name on it, and it's just for them. They want to know every dollar I got all the time.
Oh my goodness.
Man, Uncle Sam ain't playing with nobody.
Are you glad that you went to school to get your bachelor's?
No, well, actually I am. I am, but I'm not at the same time.
Okay.
I'm not.
Maybe you didn't go for the right thing. Maybe you didn't learn what you wanted to learn. Maybe you were too focused on a career instead of being educated. Maybe.
No, you know what? I didn't think about what I wanted to do until a couple years after I graduated. So I was just in school just to mess around. Just cause.
Okay.
For real. So, I got this question for you.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Pygmalion effect?
I thought you said there were no cuss words in here.
Yeah, see,
Sometimes
I talk a little fast, you know what I'm saying, and it kind of falls out, but I'll slow it down. I know. I'm sorry, you know. So you gotta read my lips when I say this one. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and give a bus-cast right, too.
Okay.
The Pygmalion effect.
Pygmalion.
Yeah.
Pygmalion.
There it is, player.
Pygmalion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All right, got it.
You so shady.
Pygmalion.
There it is.
I'm gonna name my son that.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. Go ahead.
I don't know about that one. Like you right on there, sister girl. You can on your own. No, but the Pygmalion effect basically is a study where that it links higher expectations to greater results.
Okay.
So if you expect a lot out of somebody, do you believe that they're going to be better or finish the project better or complete the task a little bit better?
If I do what?
If you have a lot of expectation out of something.
If I express to them that I'm having high expectations.
Yes. And do you think that makes them perform better?
I know that if someone had a higher expectation of me, I would perform better because it would just push me more, I guess. I don't think that anyone likes to disappoint people on purpose. So I think that
there's some people that do.
Okay.
For sure.
But I think that people will rise to the
all the wrong
occasion.
people. You said you just one more time?
I said I think that people will rise to the occasion.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. So let me ask you this. Does expectation and perception have anything to do in common?
Expectation and perception?
Yes.
That's a good one.
So
do they have anything in common?
Yeah. So like
I think that an expectation can birth a perception of something. Like if you expected something of me, I think that I would perceive myself as whatever you expected from me.
Or look at it from the other side of the spectrum.
Okay.
Say I'm a coach.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of talent in you.
Right.
I tell you about your talent.
Mm-hmm.
My expectations of you go out the roof, or they go a little bit higher. And because I see that talent, because I have those expectations, would that actually, and the way that I'm actually speaking to you, would that permit or add to you actually performing that task better? Would you say?
Yeah, I would say yes.
They got a lot of studies, and they say it's real. They say it's real, and I believe it too. I actually live by the Pygmalion effect. Say it one more time. One more time.
Pygmalion.
Ooh, yeah, that's the one.
So the Pygmalion effect is putting higher expectations on somebody so that they perform better.
Mm-hmm. And I expect
when you say
greatness.
higher expectations, like, are you saying that they don't know that these expectations are like frivolous? Like, are you just pulling these expectations out of nowhere.
Well, that's where perception comes in.
Okay.
Because I have to have the vision or my perception of somebody, and I see that they are capable of doing it or are capable of making it happen. Then that's when my expectation. So you have the perception, and then comes the expectation. Like you see it before you make a judgment.
Okay. I think I read something about this effect, or like this study. I forgot the doctor's name, but they came to a school and they gave a fake IQ test or something like that to the kids, and it was only like 8 of them that performed really well, but they made it seem like all of the students performed really well, and they didn't tell the teacher about it. So the teacher just thought that all of the kids performed really well, so she taught them at a level she thought she should be teaching them.
Yeah.
And they all did very well, even though there were a lot of the kids that weren't at the level that they needed to be. But since she didn't treat them like that, they learned just as well as the kids that were already at the, I guess, like, let's say it was 3rd grade. They were already on the 3rd grade level where most of the class wasn't. But all of them performed the same.
Yeah.
Or not too much different. Not a significant difference between the other students, if that makes sense.
No, it does. It does.
So,
students and children are the best to study as far as on this effect. And honestly, I believe in it wholeheartedly. Like Julio Jones, my guy. He had a 300-yard game a couple weeks ago, and the coach, I forget the coach for the Atlanta Falcons, but he said, yeah, we expect that out of them. We do. We expect greatness out of great people. And once you see that greatness and you have shown that you can do it, oh yeah, we're gonna ride you. We're gonna ride you. Yeah. And I expect great things out of you.
I think that when we place higher expectations on people, they do perform differently. And when we put low expectations on children or people, they're gonna act like that. I remember when I was subbing, I went to a school. It was elementary, and I taught a resource class.
Yeah.
And
resource class in elementary.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Resource. What kind of resource? Crayons?
It was basically you're so silly. It was kids that I guess I want to say have behavior issues, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But it just made me question about how these kids are, I guess, graded or tested to be in resource. Because some kids knew exactly what they needed to do. They understood the material, and they could do the work. Yeah. They understood whatever grade they were in. They understood the curriculum that they had to learn. But they were in this resource class, and I'm pretty sure it's because of their behavior. But I think when teachers see, like, a kid that's bad or disruptive, they assume that this kid is slow.
Yeah.
So they put them in these resource classes, and then the kid believes, okay, I'm slow. And then they start performing like that.
Yeah.
So it's sad, but
because they put that in their head.
Exactly.
They didn't raise their expectation.
So that's why when I read that study, it was crazy to me that the teacher had no clue that most of the kids were at a lower level, but she taught them at a higher level, and they performed at a higher level. So.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and take that and put it in the bank. So, tell me something good, man. We almost wrapped it up here. We got to tell the people something good.
Something good.
Something good.
I'm just going to let y'all know now. The catfish at Mario's still popping. I do not care about that post y'all had going around Facebook. I'm still eating my catfish, and I'm still eating the macaroni sometimes because, I try to do my vegetarian thing, but I'm still eating that catfish.
Boom. How you like those apples? So, yeah. You tuned in to Twice Talk. Hope you enjoyed the show. We enjoyed y'all. And remember, if everybody thought twice, the world would be a better place. Shout out Over the Top. You can check us out there. One love.